exercise. I thought it was about time I did an update. I've had a couple of email notifications today to say that people have been commenting on a couple of my old blogs, and I realised, oh gosh, it's been ages since I've done one, so I thought it was only fair that if you're looking at them, you at least get something that's up to date and relevant. As you can see, I'm back in my room at home. I've moved back in with my parents. All of my stuff is out of my student house now and has somehow found its way back in here, even though there's far less room than I remember. Mum and Dad have had to clear out their own stuff because they had moved into my room a bit, if you like, and used it as a dressing room, if you like. So yes, everyone's had to do a massive juggle of possessions, and there have been lots of trips to the charity shop and loads of trips to the tip, because these things happen. I've managed to throw out quite a lot of stuff, which, you know, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. It's lovely being at home, actually. My brother's been home for about 3 weeks longer than me. He got a first in his first year of music production and technology, so he's having a lovely time at university. He's got a girlfriend, and he seems quite content with life, and he's going down and staying with her in Plymouth for a while. At the week beginning the 11th of July, so things seem to be going really well for him, which is great. Yeah, as I said, I've been home for about a fortnight now, and I went back up to Norwich last Friday for a hospital appointment. I had a video urodynamic study where they x-ray you at the same time as doing all of the urine tests that I've had before, testing bladder pressure and the amount of abdominal recruitment, muscle recruitment required to urinate and stuff. So they've managed to rule out cauda equina from my MRI scans and stuff, and they've managed to rule out Fowler syndrome because my sensory function of how full my bladder is fine. So they've just concluded that it's motor neuron, something wrong with that down there somewhere. So they said that there's no treatment. I just need to carry on catheterizing, so that's fine. I've been catheterizing for about 2 months now. Not every time I go to the loo, but most times. It's just part of the course when you've got back problems, as I'm sure most of you know. So at least that was nothing more sinister. It's okay, it's a pain to have to carry catheters around with me all the time, but it's yeah, as I say, it's nothing sinister. I've put myself through a bit of a detox recently. I've tried to decrease my patch strength, so when I start my job in August, I will have something to fight back with if it's too much. Yeah, I think at the moment, because I'm so tired and I'm still in a lot of pain, I'm not really out of the house for very long. I don't think I've really been out of the house for longer than between 3 and 5 hours. I think 5 hours is kind of a maximum, and that's sitting on my grandma's couch, which doesn't really count as being out. Well, I don't think it does anyway. You know, if I've got my meds on me and I've driven there. So the idea of being at work is quite scary, especially at this point where I am in a bit more pain than usual. My dad just bought a new car. He's just bought a new Ford Fusion. So as of 2 weeks' time, I've got my dad's Fiesta, which I think will make a massive difference to my life in terms of how much energy I have to have in order to go out, which will be nice. It is a manual drive, so I can't drive it for very long. So far I've managed about 20 minutes at a time. When I was having lessons, I kind of pushed myself to an hour and then had a break, and my driving instructor always had to drive me home from wherever we'd got to, because I can't, you know, stand the pressure in my pelvis from using the clutch. But you know, if after a few months who am I kidding, months. If after a few weeks I decide that, yeah, it is too much for me and it'll be too expensive to run for how much I can use it, my dad has said that I can trade it in, or use it as a part exchange on an automatic car. My parents are just generally being wonderful at the moment. As you guys know, I'd lost quite a lot of weight already during my blogging time, and I'm sure as you can, well, kind of see that I have lost a bit more. I've now lost 5 stone in total since I started uni, or since my surgery. So yeah, I'm kind of at that stage now where everyone just tells me how nice I look and how healthy I look. So for any of you with chronic illnesses, you know how thrilling that is. When people ask how you are and you do the smile and nod fine thing, and then people tell you how great you look and have you been going to the gym, have you been dieting? No, I've been, vomiting and dealing with pain, which burns a lot of calories as it happens. But you don't say that, do you? Because we are nice and we feel the need to hide it and don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, more uncomfortable than they already are, the people who know what you've got. I am seeing a new therapist. I've seen her once so far. The fact that I'm parting with, well, a lot of money in order to spend time with her does make me feel better about sitting there talking about myself. I feel she's getting something out of it, which I feel that I've got to a point where I couldn't really talk to anyone because I just felt guilty about it all the time. So hopefully if I can eliminate some guilt and just get it out, I will just deal with things a bit better in order to start work. I think most of the time I do just close my eyes and try to forget about it. I'm not being very realistic, and I know that. But it's a training position, it's 1 year, and after I've sat my exam at the end of next year, I can go part-time, I can just work 1 day a week. It's just 1 more year, just like the degree was just 4 years, You just got to keep on ploughing through it. It's lovely to be finished, actually. It does still feel a bit weird. I thought I was getting my results today, but actually I'm getting them next Friday, which is a shame, really, because so many of my friends have already graduated, let alone they're still waiting for their results. So that's a bit hard going, but I didn't get asked to go back for a Viva interview, which means that I'm not on the cusp, which hopefully means that I'm safe within the 2-1. I think I am from my coursework and from how the exams went, and that'll do me nicely. As it happens, my job isn't dependent on my degree class, so it really doesn't matter. Mum and Dad already kind of said, oh, you know what, we're proud of you no matter what, which is nice, very nice. But I think I would like a 2-1 really, since I feel like it's been a real slog doing this degree, and I'd want it to kind of pay off. Just a couple of shout outs. Tremia, thinking of you always. I am watching your videos. I'm not commenting all the time, but I am thinking about you. Sandy, I really value your friendship and everything, and thank you for talking to me every day when I tweet you. And Sam, I hope you are continuing to feel a bit stronger. Thank you for filling us in. I'm so sorry it went so long. But I had no idea that you were going through such a hard time, and I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, but I'm sending lots of love. Okay. So anyway, and I haven't too much. What's going on for results?